welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Merry Christmas, happy Bookmas. This is going to be day one of Bookmas. This is the only video that I know that I'm definitely scheduling. As you probably noticed, you wonky. As you probably noticed, I haven't done the full month of December like I did last year. Had a lot going on, but I'm really excited to get cracking with this bit. So, the lovely Becca from the Becca Fowl has done yet another really fun Christmas tag. And last year, I will link the one that she did last year. I'll link her video down below. But I will also link the original of this one that she's done. But I've got the questions here. And this is the Christmas Treats book tag. Love it. The first one is Mince Pies, a book with a great cover and even better filling. So for someone who doesn't like mince pies, I'm going to just pretend that it's not mince pies and it's maybe like an apple crumble or something. But I was surprised. We're not surprised. I didn't shut up about this for a very, very long time after I read it. And then I went on about Unbound, and I still haven't read book 3. I know I am a bad fan, but I adore these hardcovers. I adore the insides. Ash and Holt have my heart. They need to be protected at all times. This is a coming of age, like boy and his dragon, heartwarming, heartbreaking, fun adventure story that just sweeps you up and takes you on a wild ride. Michael does not pull any punches with his characters. He will put them through the ringer, and not unnecessarily either. There's nothing convenient. It's just, it does, if you've read Eragon, you might compare it to that. But for me, this is a 10. And we all know what happened with Eragon, the series, so you know, but I am just one person and this is just my opinion. But in my opinion, this is just chef's kiss, and I 110 million% recommend this to anybody. You don't have to shell out on the amazingly kind of expensive hardcovers, but they're worth it. They're worth it. This is like not a dust jacket, this is the actual cover. And also Michael's just a lovely human being. So, for those reasons, yes, there's that one. The next one is Sugar Cookies, Something Sweet, a cute and cosy book. I'm going to give you 2 things. So if you like romance and you want to go down the Regency route, then this whole series is cute, it's cosy, it's fun. I was laughing out loud at all of these books. I didn't realise until I read these that certain types of books outside my comfort zone actually do work for me. So I've always said I don't like Regency romance, and I might not like the more serious Regency romances, but the way that India Holton writes, it's just light-hearted and funny, and the banter between characters, the chemistry, the hints of magic, and just the relationships, everything about this is just top tier for me. And I cannot thank Meg enough for the recommendation, because had she not recommended this, I probably would have left this in my possibly gonna buy at some point for a long time, and I probably wouldn't have bought it if I'm honest. I'm so excited. Read it, it's great. If you're looking for a fantasy vibe, there's the Miss Percy's Pocket Guide to the Caring and Feeding of British Dragons. If you've watched me for any amount of time, you'll have heard me talk about this book. I recently read the novella that Quenby Olsen wrote, Monticore Park, and again, same vibes. Cozy, fun, like a Regency style, but that's like a Regency fantasy with a little bit of romance, and it's just, the balance is so brilliant. Like, just, I can't, again, it was more like a Regency type of sort of era, and I'm finding that depending on the author. I like that kind of thing. So this is more of a romance kind of fantasy, and I also love the character in this and the story, and the little dragon, just adorable. Next one, Christmas Pudding, Alcohol, an adult book. This whole series. This is, I don't know what series it's called. I don't know if it's called a specific series. But there's a Delilah Green Doesn't Care. Oh my god, Ashley Parker Doesn't Fail, and Iris something, I can't remember. Iris is the third one. They have, like, Delilah is the stepsister of Astrid, who's in book 2, and then Iris is their friend. So it's just, and it's queer as well, so it's amazing. 5 stars for the first 2. I've not read Iris yet, not got it yet, but highly recommend. Again, relationships. Ashley has a great way of portraying her characters, and these two are just adorable. The next one is Gingerbread, a Book with Spice. So once again, thank you to Becca for introducing me to this series. This is book 2 in the series, and it was on top of my pile of recent reads, so I just picked this one. Katie Robert in general. I read Desperate Measures, Learn My Lesson, and Caught the Vampire Queen all in the same month. Was it an overload of smut? Absolutely not. Did I enjoy every single second of it? Yes. The first book in this series does have a daddy kink, and if that's something that makes you cringe, you might want to avoid it. You also might want to avoid the audio. For me, the audio was so cringe, but I just couldn't stop listening to it. Unlike most of the people that have tried to listen to the audio, they couldn't listen to it. I couldn't stop. So maybe that says a lot about me. Let's just unpick that later. Let's not get into that right now. Anyway, moving on. Yule Log. Traditional, a book you like to reread. Are we surprised? Can I go any video, tag, recommendations, whatever, without mentioning my good friend Travis? No. No. And I'm not sorry about it. I'm not apologising. I did say I'm sorry, but I'm not apologising. This is probably my favourite book of all time, and it might be more, it's still amazing. It's like, in its own right, it's amazing. The writing, the narrator, everything, characters, just top tier. But this came at a time when I really needed it as well, so for me as well, it's quite a personal pick. I love that so many of my friends love this, and I love that so many of my friends have tried it, and even if they've not liked it as much as me, they've at least given it a go because I recommended it, which I still appreciate. So whether you give it 3, 4, 5 stars, whether you've still got it or unhauled it, if you've been influenced by me in any way, shape or form to read this, or anything by this author, or go away and listen to his other books that he narrates, because he's narrated so many, then my job is done. My work is done. I am happy. The next one, Candy Cane Decorative, a beautiful cover. This is a strange one, but this, I just adore how dark the background is and just how vibrant the flowers are that pop off it, and the fact that they've got, like, you can't tell from that far back, but these are all skulls. And I just think that this is very gothic-y looking, very dark looking, but also very bright, and it's a bit of a contrast, and I'm trying to sound more intelligent than I am. I just think it's pretty. Next up, we have our Panettone Fruite, an LGBTQ book. So, Cool Gods by True Skies. It does say True Disguise, but they prefer to be called True. They are queer, and they write queer books. So, win-win. 2 for 1. There you are. It's chunky, fantasy, also amazing. Was a Spiffbot 8 finalist, and this one is signed because I won it, and I'm so glad that I won this. I was going to pick it up anyway. I still haven't picked up book 2, naughty me, but I can't wait to pick up book 2. So yeah. Then we have Trifle Layers, a book that falls under more than one genre. I've not read this yet, so I'm kind of cheating with like a taggy recommendation video, but I do want to read it, and I think I'm going to really love it. And it's Combat Codes by Alexander Darwin. I've got Readalongs Blood as well, which is the second one. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I've heard so many good things about this. It's very much a blend of like sci-fi and fantasy, and you may not know this about me by looking at me, but growing up I was a massive fan of martial arts. I used to do Thai boxing, and the fact that he's woven martial arts into this story as well is just peak. Give me martial arts and I am hooked. Like, the discipline behind... See, people think... I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here, but people think martial arts, or some people think martial arts is all about, like, violence, but it's not. Especially the type of martial arts that is in here and the type of martial arts that I did growing up. It's... You've got to be quite disciplined, you've got to be quite controlled in certain aspects of it, and it's about respecting who you're sparring with and your master, and it's a whole thing, and there's a whole culture behind it, and it's just, I can't wait to dive into this because I'm just so excited. I really need to get this on my TBR. I need to put this on my TBR. It's going on the TBR for this month. 9. Books Fizz or Bubbly, a light-hearted book. So, once again, we're going back to indie. And this is Scales and Sensibility. The second book in this series is out now, I think. And this one got a 4 stars from me. It is, once again, Regency, but Regency fantasy with a little bit of a romance, and everything was just great. It made me smile, it made me sad in parts, it made me just warm and cosy and fuzzy, and the stakes are never too high. You never think, oh my god, they're all gonna die. It doesn't stress you out to that kind of level of like an epic high fantasy. So this is why I've chosen this one as a light-hearted book, because everything just feels so, like, flowy. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, some bad things happen, but it's just kind of like a little bit of a trip in the road. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it, a little bit of a trip. They don't fall. They just stumble a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It's not too deep. And I absolutely adored this. And looking at this again and looking through my shelves and how I picked books for this has made me really, really want to prioritise some of these books. And I'm scared now because I need to do a priority list for next year. And if you wait and see what happened about last year's list. Wait and see. The final one is Shortbread. Thick, a chunky book. I've not mentioned this book for a while, but this beast, We Break Immortals. Can you see my tabbage? Can you see my tabbage? There you go. This was a book that I read front to back, and look at the size of that feckin' writing, man. Can you see it? There we go. I read this in 72 hours. Just under, actually, 72 hours, physically, including tabbing. And I absolutely adored this book. Like, ridiculous how much I love this book. It is a lot. It's high fantasy, it's got a very intricate magic system, an intricate way of detecting the magic as well, and it's very technical, and the way that you find out about how to do this is it does talk you through things, so you do have to pay attention, but the way it explains it to you and the way you find out about how this works is when he's having a conversation with somebody else. It's through the plot as it progresses. It's not like a massive info dump and then you move on sort of thing. A lot of what you find out is through conversation, or when he's actually trying to detect the magic or the things like that. So it's so well done, and I just need book 2. I need to reread this, and Thomas Howard Riley needs to get an audiobook for this because I need to know what these characters sound like. So yeah, that is me done, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for Becca for tagging me in this. And I am going to tag a few people. It doesn't matter if you can't do it. I totally understand if you can't do it. I'm going to tag Chels from Not a Bookaholic, Tori from Tori Talks, Andrew from Andrew Withersley Reads, Kay from Kay City Shelf, and Kate from the Literary Apothecary. All you lovely people, here is a tag. You don't have to do it. I fully appreciate that not everyone does like specific Christmas videos or tag videos, but if you would like to do this, feel free. If I haven't tagged you and you would still like to do this, please tag me and let me know what you do. Tag Becca, because she is the original creator of the tag, and just share the love. Once again, Merry Christmas. If you do like me and you want to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe to all that good stuff. And if you're here and you want to let me know you're here but you don't have anything to say, please leave a black heart. It's very much appreciated. And until next time, till tomorrow, enjoy.